Hello everyone, I'm Henry Lee. Welcome to Chinese brush painting class. This lesson will be focused on how to do portrait. We made a photo, then we treated the photo in Photoshop. You can see, I will post on my video here, our preliminary photographs. And then we posterize it to make it black and white, so we can trace it. So the first step is to make a pencil drawing of the contour as a reference for ink drawing. In fine line style, we need to have the contour. With the help of a photograph and the software, you can easily find those outlines. Next step is to trace the contour with the ink.
I'll just turn a little bit.
Yeah, that helps. We're going to color this painting that we did with from photograph. And here are the steps we have got so far. We start from photograph and then we rendered it with posterization in Photoshop to make a black-white photo. Then we traced it with a pencil and a brush outline. And this is the original outline I did on top of that. And then I made a photocopy on a double weight rice paper. I did a scan on this original template, so I can save this. And traditionally, you will make another tracing with a brush, on top of this with a light box. To save time, we just made a photocopy, laser copy on a piece of rice paper. So if I failed this, I can easily make a copy without tracing this original. And I also have the original. That's the reason. This need to be deleted. We will do some shadow. You can have some blue in the color. in the ink to make a shady gray. And I also use a little green in it. In this case, just to make it closer to the shadow of the skin color. This mineral green acts as white. It's opaque, as if I add white to it, but it's kind of a cool color. You see these shadows, right? So I'll put shadows in there. This is how I do it. I don't do the whole shadow. I charge the color in the most shady part. Then I use a clean brush. This is what we call the two-brush wash. See, I use a dark gray to start. Then I use a clean brush. This is like a sponge. This second brush is thirsty. Okay. Charge and spread. I have taught this in the gongbi lesson before, right? The separate wash method. So just do this on the shady part. Charge. You can charge with a little darker ink around the line, and then kind of push it to the light part. Spread it this brush should not be, the second brush is a thirsty, clean brush. It's not, there's not much water, just dampen it and then dry it with a paper towel. That's all you need, okay? And see, this is the charge. The charge color should have plenty of moisture so it will deliver, not just a dry brush stroke, and then there's no room for spread. So you charge, and when I do fast, I hold the brush in one hand like a chopstick. This is the classical gongbi artist does. You know, they hold the two brushes in one hand, charge, and then what do you want to call this, shading. Okay, gonna spray it. You don't have to do this in the beginning, it may drop on the paper. But you can practice with chopsticks before you do this. So leave that. And then just soften this part with the second brush. It's very Western watercolorish. You can see the color reflection there. So this is the dark and the light, what do you call that in sketch? The darkest part, you know, this is right here, but there's reflection light back there. So I draw this separate the dark and the light. You don't have to shade all the parts, just the line, you know, to enhance the line effect of the wrinkles, things like that. Sometimes I like to have some dry strokes to indicate the roughness of the skin without too much wet wash stroke. Free part. And the eye is the next. So it's a brown eye. So we're going to use some dark gray to begin with. Try to save that the highlight. Right? So we enlarge the pupil a little bit with the dark gray. I think brown color should be green. We just use orange with ink. There's some ink with orange here. The rouge could also have that to shadow the pupil. Little pure ink next to the highlight, so you make it really contrast.
Make it black.
To make it transparent, I just use some orange to extend it. Yeah, I just put a little blue as contrast to the just to highlight the line. Miss that. Well, final solution rescue would be the white dots, but I try to save the white at the beginning without using the white pens.
You get the brown?
I just use orange color mixed with some rouge and some ink. I think it use some just here mixed with some color there. I got some yellow, some orange, some white for the skin color. Something like this area. And then you can spread it into the other areas. Some green here. I have to be very even on this.
Are you mixing that with something?
I did combine them. You don't have to mix. I think the green is still should be in the shadow part. So I try to add some cold color when I do the shadow part. Basically. Kind of cool.
It's 5:30.
Yeah?
5:30.
5:30? Some more, little more brightness than top is maybe.